Hey guys, it's your boy Edison. Thank you for coming to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over Lollapalooza 21 and how to make the most out of it. I'll give you some tips, tricks, and advice. It'll be my first trip to Lolla, so if you're traveling solo, like I will be, we're in this together. Before I start, please make sure to check out the super duper important links in the description below. From the Wikipedia page, Lollapalooza is a 4-day music festival held annually in Grant Park of Chicago, Illinois. This year's dates are July 29th through August 1st, that's Thursday through Sunday. I'll personally be there all 4 days. An estimated 400,000 people attend each July, and the festival sells out annually. It is open to all ages and features a variety of music genres, including but not limited to alternative rock, heavy metal, punk rock, and EDM. This year's big names include Miley Cyrus, Marshmello, Tyler the Creator, Megan Thee Stallion, and the Foo Fighters, among many more. As of making this video, the 4-day tickets directly from the Lolla website are sold out, but you can still purchase single-day tickets. Alternatively, you can do some digging around on the interwebs, say the Facebook group, Reddit, Twitter, or Ticketmaster. And you can buy tickets from resellers or those no longer able to go. Just be smart about it and get photo verification of receipts and of the wristband that at this point should ship out in the next few weeks. Meet in person if you can for the exchange between wristband and payment, and make sure to do it at a public, well-lit place, for example, a police station. But truly, your safest bet is to go through the Lollapalooza front gate website or Ticketmaster verified exchange. To even step foot into the venue, you must provide a COVID vaccination card or provide a negative test taken in the prior 24 hours. And you have to do that for each day of the festival. Personally, I got my doses back in May, so I'm good. I'll just be bringing my card and a photo screenshot backup of it. Let's talk about what to bring into the venue. If you want to have zero wait time at security, you'll bring nothing. Last I read, before they revamped the Lolla website, security looks like a bag check and pat down. To name a few items, you can bring in the following: clear bags, no bigger than 12 by 12 by 6 inches, small clutch purses and fanny packs with no more than one pocket, and clutch purses can be no larger than 4.5 by 5.5 inches, hydration packs with no more than 2 pockets, and the water bladder must be empty, empty water bottles, and cameras without accessories or mounts. Also, to name a few, you cannot bring in the following: outside food and beverages, glass containers, chairs, cards, umbrellas, tents or canopies, and cigarettes or vaping instruments. Now let's talk about what to wear. You can literally wear anything. I personally prefer function over fashion, so in order from head to toe, I'll be wearing the following: my prescription glasses, which transition to shades out in the sun, this cool neck gaiter I got some years ago. Apparently a bunch of dust gets kicked up in the air, so this should keep me from quite literally choking and dying. Sunscreen rated SPF 50 to protect my skin from UV damage. My Lolla tank I bought some weeks ago. My Lolla wristband whenever it comes in the mail. Gym shorts, and apparently compression shorts can be useful with blood circulation and reducing fatigue while you're walking all day. My Nike sneakers. Real talk, if you want to keep your toes pretty for your OnlyFans, definitely wear closed-toe shoes. You'll be standing and on your feet all day or jamming in a crowd of bodies, and you won't want to accidentally get your toes stomped on. Alright, next up, I'll talk about the venue, Grant Park, and what to expect. As of making this video, the Lolla website and Grant Park Festival app are not yet updated with the 2021 map. What I can give you is a broad overview of what's inside upon entrance. There are 7 stages on which a rotation of artists will perform. It is first come first serve for getting a up close and personal spot if you're general admission. You either want to book it to your artist stage as soon as you enter, or camp out the stage 1 or 2 performances prior. As people trickle to other stages, you'll only be moving towards the front. Chowtown. The Lolla website should be updated anytime soon, or we all get an email with the lineup of this year's food vendors. Going off of prior year's menus, there should be something for just about everyone, including gluten-free, vegetarian, and vegan. I can only imagine Chowtown at Lolla will be something similar to Smorgasburg in Brooklyn, New York if you've been. If you're a foodie Lolla goer familiar with the local cuisine, please drop a comment with your recommended dining options. On top of general beverages, there will be drinks available if you're 21 and up. You can go either to the bar and beverages locations or to the cocktail lounge. I imagine they'll require an ID check. Personally, I'm not looking to get hammered, but if you are, check out this Redditor's post where he does the math on how to get the most bang for your buck. I suspect Lolla 2021 will again be a wine kind of weekend. Merch. I expect these stores will be close to the entrance and smack dab in the center of the park, right next to the big water fountain. You'll find merch specific to Lolla as well as specific to artists. Personally, I'll be budgeting $40 to $60 per item of merch. Do not expect that artist merch on sale Friday will still be on sale Sunday. If you really want something, definitely just go for it. To name a few other important sites to look out for, there's hydration stations, cooling stations, bathroom porta-johns, and lockers. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, it's about 12:30 midnight right now. I've been editing and scripting and time really has just flown by. Now I'll go into what happens after 10 p.m. when all the headliners have just about wrapped up their sets. Well, you are in Chicago after all, where there's a vibrant nightlife accessible to those 21 and up. In comes the Lollapalooza AFTERSHOWS. These will be held at a few venues in and around the Chicago Loop and are basically concerts performed by a subset of the very same artists who performed earlier at Lolla. Many will have guests or even collabs with other Lolla artists. The great thing about AFTERSHOWS is that if, for example, you have a schedule conflict during the day between two artists you really want to see, if one will have an aftershow, then you can watch one at Lolla and watch the other at the aftershow. Or maybe you're a die-hard fan and you just want to watch all your favorite artists' performances. Either way, you can purchase aftershow tickets through the Do 312 website. Making your way through Chicago can be done with no anxiety. Your options are ride-sharing through Uber or Lyft, taking the train or bus through the CTA, or simply walking. Since I'll be attending all 4 days of Lolla, I'll be purchasing a 4-day CTA pass. This provides unlimited rides on all CTA buses and trains. Passes are loaded onto a Ventra card or personal contactless banking card at Ventra vending machines or retailers. Riding a metro train is an option if you're entering or exiting Chicago from a nearby city. I would personally recommend against driving around in Chicago, especially when there's an influx of thousands of Lolla goers. Two big cities I've ever driven in have been New York City and Center City of Philadelphia, and let me tell you, it is not a fun time. But if you must take a car to Lolla, I've read that the Spot Hero app is great for finding affordable parking. Lastly, I'll either be using Google Maps, the Ventra app, or the CTA website to look at bus and train schedules and to get directions. In order from free to not free, there's a couple options for having a place to call it in for the night. There's Couchsurfing, an app through which hosts can provide at least a couch for you to crash on for some number of nights. If you know a guy or gal, say a friend or family member who lives in the area, you could probably crash at their place. Dorm rooms can be booked for cheap, with the trade-off being bunk beds and shared spaces. You can book hotel packages through travel agencies like Expedia, where I booked my flight and hotel package. Like Expedia, the Lolla website does provide a listing of hotels nearby to Grant Park. And who hasn't heard about Airbnb, where you can book even rooms or entire residences? If you like to save money, ask around on the Facebook group or Reddit or anyone looking to split the bill of a stay with. As far as safety, definitely stay hydrated, eat, sleep, and moderate your substance intake. Equally important is keeping your wits about you in the day and especially at night. A recurring tip I've heard is to be wary of pickpockets. You'll want your most important belongings somewhere secure, somewhere you can see or feel them, perhaps in a front pocket or near your chest. It's a great idea to keep paper copies of your ID between your hotel and on your person. Between my lunchbox and fanny pack, I'll have additional pockets in which I can hide my ID, cards, phone, and other essentials. Stick to well-lit, public, and populated areas. If at all possible, travel with a buddy. Schedule in advance your meetups and establish a backup plan if anyone in your group should get separated. Memorize your hotel address and perhaps even write it on your arm. Let friends or family know of your Lolla itinerary. And finally, trust your gut. If you see something, say something. Here are some pro tips in no particular order. Do buy a locker. When it's Thursday night and I leave the park, I'll leave my hydration pack and fanny pack and this will make re-entry the next morning infinitely easier. You can also charge electronics in these lockers, and at $60 for 4 days, I'd say that's a great deal. Do not try on your wristband as soon as it arrives. They do not come off. It will cost $25 to replace one. Do not pay cash for a wristband, and instead go through PayPal or Google Pay. This gives you a fighting chance for getting a refund if you so happen to be scammed. Consider buying a multi-day CTA pass. Again, this gives you unlimited rides on any CTA buses and trains. Right now you can get the 7-day pass at $20. That's the end of the video, folks. Remember to check out the links in the video description below. Who are you excited to see? Do you have other useful tips to share? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys and gals. Thank you for stopping by my channel, and maybe I'll see you around. Until next time.